Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room, our endless survey of the Ravel discography. And in the last batch, remember, I was talking about Neville Mariner and the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields on Hensler. So if I can get to that level of depth, you can only imagine what else I've got tucked away in my pile of Raveliana. And here's today's clump. So let's just start clumping through it, shall we? Oh, yes, look at this. It's Andre Cluytens, Daphnis and Chloe. Is it just that? Is that all that's on here? Oh, Debussy's Je is on here too, with the Paris Conservatory Orchestra. Of course, first of all, these Ravel recordings are classics. They're some of the best things Cluytens ever did, some of the best things the Paris Conservatory Orchestra ever did. And they're worth having just to hear the Paris Conservatory Orchestra in its authentic Frenchosity before it was disbanded in the middle 60s. Oh, terrible, awful, horrible thing. And they're gorgeous and wonderfully recorded and beautiful and terrific, and that's wonderful. And then we've got the Ravel piano concertos with the Paray Ballade with Louis Lorty and the London Symphony and Raphael Frubeck de Burgos. You know, people don't remember these. They don't get mentioned. They're excellent. They're absolutely first rate. They really are, and beautifully recorded. And Frubeck was a wonderful conductor, accompanist as well. Why don't we ever hear about them? I don't know. I mean, Louis Lorty was very, very fine. He was young in this. Oh, look how young he is. This was recorded in 1989. Wow. 1989, it's 35 years ago? It seems like yesterday. And then we've got, some of the Martinon Ravels. Now, Martinon Ravel is with usually, it's in a box with the Debussy stuff. So it may be under D down here in the Overflow room. It's upstairs for sure. And, I have it there. And it's an amazing set. In fact, I have like 4 of them upstairs. But here's one of the singles, the piano concertos with Aldo Ciccolini. I got this because it was the piano concertos with Ciccolini. They're also pretty good. They're really very good. They're not the best in the universe, but, Ciccolini was, could be hot or cold, depending. And you also have Cigana with Itzhak Perlman. And even Perlman can't, make this dog sing. I mean, it just doesn't work, but that's okay. I mean, he plays it stupendously, and he was young and fresh, and Martinon is amazing as an accompanist. So yeah, I mean, those are worth hanging on to. And oh, look at this. The Monte, Daphnis and Chloe. Didn't we just talk about that in the last video? Yeah, we did. Okay, sorry. I have so many of these things sitting around. I don't even know how I got them. I certainly didn't buy them intentionally. They just somehow accumulated. Maybe they grew or they metastasized or cloned. They were like mushrooms, they just spored, and all of a sudden there was another one somewhere, something like that. What is this? Oh, the Cleveland Orchestra, Lauren Mazel, and the Orchestre de la Suisse Romande, conducted by Ansermet. So we've got the complete Daphnis. This is the Cleveland Mazel one, which we've talked about a million other times, and the Forêt Pélias et Mélisande, incidental music with Ansermet. And this, what label is this? Laser Sound Quality, LSQ. I mean, it was licensed. Oh, it's Bell Art. There we go. It was licensed to Bell Art. So I got it that way. It all depended. One of the reasons you wind up with accumulations of the same performances on vaguely different labels is because they keep going out of print. And so when things go out of print, then they come back, and you want to hear, compare the sound. I mean, for me, for professional reasons, to, check out the masterings and see if there's any sonic differences, but also for my own personal collection, there are things where, I may have had an LP, I got rid of an LP at a certain point in time, and then they reissue the thing or they license it to somebody else, so you wind up with it again, then the box comes out, then they do a twofer, that you wind up with the same thing 500 times. Here we have, wait a minute, let's see, part of, because I had some of it elsewhere. I think some of it, well, I'm not sure where it is, but I have more of it. This is the Boulez, Daphnis and Chloe with a slammin' La Valse with the Berlin Philharmonic. These are the best recordings Debussy Boulez made. His Debussy was great, but the Ravel with Berlin was just amazing. Really, really his best late recordings, I think, where he really found himself again and just turned into stunning performances that were very well recorded. This is still in plastic. So you remember these things on the top of the CD boxes? Yeah, this is the piano concerto in G, the left-hand concerto with Christian Zimmerman and Boulez, also with the Vals Noble with the Cleveland Orchestra. They're also doing the G major concerto. The left hand is with the London Symphony. They're beautiful performances. Of course, it's Christian Zimmerman, it's Boulez. What do you expect? They are not my favorites. I kept these because, they're all like they're plastic because I just wanted to make sure I had them. I have another open one upstairs. But, I have an extra. Oh, good Lord. Martinon and Cleveland and Hugh Wolf and the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra on an Ultima Teldec twofer. Remember this series, Ultima? It lasted ultimately for like 10 minutes. So we've got Albarada, Del Gracioso, La Valse, Daphnis and Chloe Suite No. 2, and Bolero. Very nice, clinically clean recordings of no special character at all. And the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra with Hugh Wolf, who used to be my Glee Club conductor at Johns Hopkins University. Tombeau de Couperin, the Sarabande, the Danse orchestrated by Ravel. That's Debussy's Danse, orchestrated by Ravel. The Pavane and the complete Mother Goose. Nice performances. They're nice. I kept them because of its Cleveland and Dochnani and their Teldec stuff, pardon me. Didn't stick around for very long, so I just hung on to it. Paul Paray in Detroit. Well, these are classics. On Mercury Living Presence, we've got Ibert Escale, Ravel Rhapsody Espagnole, Albarada del Gracioso, the Pavane, La Valse in 11 minutes and 40 seconds. Really exciting. Just blew, and Le Tombeau de Couperin, also very quick. Detroit, Paray, incredibly crystal clear, vivid Mercury Living Presence sonics. So that's wonderful. There's some more Paray here, I think. Do we have more? Yes, we have more Paray. The Daphnis and Chloe Suite No. 2, Bolero, Vals Noble, Sentimental, along with the Debussy Nocturnes and the Petite Suite, all with Paray. Very lean, very swift, very unsentimental French-type performances that we all loved when they came out, and many of us, including me, love them still. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.